Alright guys, welcome back to LJ Reactions. I will be your host in this video, James. Now, I know I was doing my Wrestlemania, Road to Wrestlemania 34, going back in history with Wrestlemanias that I like. We know we did 17 last night. Was going to do 18 tonight, and then this just dawned on me. I mean, the last couple of WrestleManias, WrestleMania 32, 33, I mean, 7 hours is just way too long for a WrestleMania for anybody to sit through. And then last night, just going back in history, I mean, WrestleMania 17, I know we tapped out at about 3 hours and 30 minutes. I know I had to leave my stream early because my brother had issues with his car. So I was helping him with his car. And this just popped in my head last night, and also coming back from work. I mean, could WrestleMania being a 2-day event, could it actually work in today's society with us wrestling fans? Could the event actually work on a 2-day event? So in this video, I'm going to break down what I would do with WrestleMania if it was to be a 2-day event, what matches I would have on each event on the 2-day event, and also what would I do with other stuff, so as far as NXT, the Hall of Fame, and Access. So in this video, I'll be breaking down what I would do to make WrestleMania to be a 2-day event, and I could spread out, and also so not kill us with 7 hours of WrestleMania. It's just too long. So I'll cover all these topics in this video for you guys. Now guys, when we look at WrestleMania it being the last, 32, again in 33. I mean 32, I think it started, if you're counting the pre-show, I'm counting the pre-show in these events, guys. WrestleMania 32, it started at 5. The pre-show started at 5. So did 33. It started at 5 o'clock too. Now, going back to 32, that was the one with Roman Reigns, Triple H, AJ, Chris Jericho, the whole segment with Stone Cold, Mick Foley, and Shawn Michaels, who looked in great shape still at WrestleMania 32. They also had Charlotte versus Sasha versus Bayley, and had The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Now, going to that show, it was so long. I remember when The Rock came out, I looked at my watch. I'm like, isn't Roman Reigns and Triple H, are they not supposed to fight on this show? I look at the time The Rock comes out, it's already 10:30. I'm like, that is way too long. And going to last year's WrestleMania 33, with what else plucked me when it was super long. When The Undertaker and Roman Reigns promo came on for their match, I remember the Bray Wyatt Randy Orton match. They actually had cut out the promo because the show was going too long. They cut out, which I actually liked the Randy Orton. If you go back, the Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt promo for the match, it was pretty dang good, better than the match. They cut out the promo, the Divas promo for the SmackDown Women's title. Cut out the promo that they had for that too. And then when Undertaker and Roman Reigns' match is going to happen, the promo comes on. Look at the watch. It's 11:15. 11:15 for the promo, and then you had the match. You had the whole Undertaker retirement, if he was going to retire, which we know now he's not. He was supposed to retire. Once he got done with the retirement thing and then going down through the stage, you look up at your freaking, well, we all have DVRs now, right? Most of our houses. You look up the DVR, it's 11:55. I mean, 11:55, guys. These WrestleManias, I mean, sure, you want to get, if you're trying to get everybody on the show, which to me is the main issue why these events are so long, to getting everybody on the main show. What would I do to separate WrestleMania from being a 7 hours long fest? Now, we all know we complain about, sorry about that, guys. We complain about Monday Night Raw 3 hours being long, and we want Fox to buy. If you guys don't know the news, WWE is supposed to be, Fox's interest in buying WWE and have it being programmed on their show, because the whole issue with UFC, they're not be able to reach an agreement or this and that, and Vince is really interesting in going to Fox. So if Raw goes to Fox, it will be 2 hours, because we all know 11 o'clock is 11 o'clock news. Like, it's 11 o'clock news anywhere you stay. If it's in whatever, ABC or Fox, your main shows that have your 10 o'clock, I mean your 11 o'clock news. 11 o'clock the news comes on, unless it's a presidential debate or a baseball World Series or your NBA Finals or something like that runs over. Besides that, 11 o'clock is 11 o'clock news. No 11:05 with the USA Network. 11 o'clock is 11 o'clock news. So, we complain about Raw being 3 hours. Now we get to our WrestleMania. What would I do to separate this from being 7 hours long fest. I'm gonna give you guys what I would do. So right off the bat, how would I fix this WrestleMania being 7 hours long fest? So you would have your Monday would be your go home for Raw. Tuesday would be your go home for SmackDown. Wednesday would be the first day of Access, where you go meet your superstars, or you go meet past legends, or you go tour the Elimination Chamber set that they have up there, or you go see the statues of the legends, or whatever you want to do. Buy stuff from Access, your t-shirts, your whatever you want to go buy from Access. So Wednesday would be the first day of Access. Now Thursday will be your second and final day for Access, if that's their final day they have for Access. Will be your second day during the day. At night, after everybody, whatever you're doing in New Orleans or wherever WrestleMania will be, we're just going to stick it to it in New Orleans being WrestleMania. Day 2 will be Access on Thursday during the day. During the night, you have your Hall of Fame. That way you knock out your Access. You go into the Hall of Fame speeches with the people being inducted. You have Hall of Fame being on Thursday. Friday would be your NXT TakeOver in New Orleans. You have everybody there, go there. You can watch your TakeOver Friday with your fans, whatever, this and that. You have a little chill down. And then Saturday, we get into it, baby. We're going to get into it. Now, for the card for WrestleMania, I'm going to give you what potentially is what's going to happen. I'm not going to give you guys none of my fantasies. Oh, this is what I would do on the card. This is what I'll be on the show, who will be facing. I may sprinkle there one match of what I would do with myself personally, if it's the one match that I think this superstar should have a match, which, give it away, it's going to be Braun Strowman. So, Saturday. Now, going into WrestleMania, you have your every year, whatever WrestleMania is, besides WrestleMania 32 being the only one where you have injuries. I mean, they did what they could do for WrestleMania 32. Usually going into your every WrestleMania, you have your 4 marquee matches, where it be from, let's for example, WrestleMania 33, you had your AJ versus Shane was one of your marquee matches. Roman versus Undertaker was your second marquee match. Triple H versus Seth Rollins was your third marquee match. And then your fourth marquee match was, did I say Seth Rollins, Triple H? I think I already said that. Your fourth marquee match was Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. So usually going into your WrestleMania, you have your 4 marquee matches on your show. And then under that is your undercard matches, and then they try to get everybody on the show because they want to make sure everybody gets their paycheck for being on the show. So, for night one would be Saturday. Why would night one be Saturday? That way, usually people that all your ROH shows, or if it's a New Japan show, or if it's an Evolve show that's in town, usually when WrestleMania is in town, the people like to have their own shows. That way, they can mooch off of WWE and have their own shows being that town and get their marketability out there. So, if WrestleMania was a 2-day event, it being on Saturday, that would eliminate, sorry, small people, that would eliminate your Evolve shows, that would eliminate your ROH shows. That way, you're saying, well, I really want to go see this ROH show, or Evolve show, or I want to go see night 1 of WrestleMania. You'd want to go see night 1 of WrestleMania. And honest opinion, saying, if you're going to go see night 1 of WrestleMania, why would you not go see night 2 of WrestleMania? You'd go see night 2, right? And being this way, that would eliminate people, for example, no offense, if you're going to WrestleMania, why would you buy so much beer? That way, you have to keep going to the restroom, you might miss something, and it being 7 hours, you're going to waste a lot of money on beer or food, or if you have to go to the bathroom, you're going to miss something. It being a jam-packed show, you're going to continuously get up, go buy something. Or it's usually, something might be in your way. Maybe it might be one of the sets from WrestleMania. It might be blocking your vision. And this way, for the 2-night event, that will eliminate you buying so much alcohol, have to continue to go to the bathroom to possibly stay awake, or continue to go buy food, or having something in your rear view blocking your way. Now, for me, if it's a 2-night event, I'm not holding people back from buying tickets and having tickets for both shows. If you're going to have tickets for both shows, you're going to have tickets for both shows. I'm not going to be that person to be like, oh, nah, you're going to go see night 2 or night 1. You can't go see night 2 if you're going to see night 1. You can't go see night 2 if you're going to see night 1. I would not limit. I would have you be able to buy tickets for both shows. Just treat it like a regular, if it was a house show on a Saturday, pay-per-views on Sunday. Treat it that way. You can buy tickets for both shows. Now, let's go ahead and break down what I would have on each show. Okay, like I said, again, Vince usually likes to have 4 marquee matches on your show. So, night 2, Night 1 of WrestleMania. Night 1 of WrestleMania will be on Saturday. So I'll have that show headlined by AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Vince likes to say, oh, if you win the Royal Rumble, you're going to main event WrestleMania. We know that's not happening, people. Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania this year. Let's just get that out the way. So, by having Nakamura win the Royal Rumble, I will have him and AJ headline Night 1 of WrestleMania on Saturday. That way, Nakamura gets his shine of being the main event of a show. You have AJ and Nakamura have plenty of time. That way you cannot hold them back, which I fear they might be scaled back on WrestleMania this year. I think they might have possibly with promos, with video packages, probably maybe having a 25-minute or 22-minute match, which to me, I think they could go longer. Now, having them headline Night 1 of WrestleMania, you could possibly spend them 30, 35 minutes. I think Nakamura and AJ could go 35 minutes with no issue. So I'll have Nakamura AJ headline Night 1. The co-main event for Night 1 of WrestleMania will be, which I picture with John Cena losing on Sunday at Fastlane. He'll probably come out on Raw, or if it's Raw over SmackDown. But I'm hearing it's going to be Raw, and hearing John Cena will not be televised, or he's not going to be advertised for any SmackDown shows going up until WrestleMania, which to me is so odd. You think you try to up the SmackDown ratings, which they've been declining since what? God knows, since what, the Royal Rumble, they've been declining steadily. So, I would have John Cena versus The Undertaker be the co-main event of Night 1 for WrestleMania. Which I would have, since Cena will lose at Fastlane, I'll have him say, well, there goes my opportunity at being at WrestleMania. I'm not be able to face The Undertaker. I lost my shot at being the WWE Champion going into WrestleMania. I've lost this and that. And then out comes The Undertaker. The Undertaker says, Cena, you need an opponent for WrestleMania. I'm coming back for one reason only. I've ended Shawn Michaels' career. I want to do the same thing to you, John. You can interwise the John Cena being a part-time wrestler and Undertaker saying, I see you you're going to be the end of your career right now, John. I want to be the one to end you and send you off to being your Hollywood this and that thing, which you're in Hollywood now. And I think that could be a great build-up to the match, Cena and Undertaker. But, again, my co-main event for Night 1 will be Cena versus Taker. Now, intertwining all these other people, like, for example, the women on SmackDown, the women on Raw. If you're not Charlotte, you're not Asuka, you're not Ronda, you're not the Raw Women's Champion. Sorry, guys, I have the little Amazon Echo dots every time I say that the Raw Women's Champion's name. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this and that. But again, if you're not Ronda, Charlotte, Raw Women's Champion, or Asuka, or Nia Jax at this point, you're not being featured on WrestleMania. And I'm like, where's Nikki Bella been at? For example, you know what I'm saying? If you're not those 5 women, you're not being featured. So, with WrestleMania being a whole day event, I don't want to see every woman be on the whole show. It's too much. Don't need to get everybody on WrestleMania. I'm the type of person, if you're not been doing nothing all year long, why are you being on WrestleMania? No offense. I know you've probably been busting your butt the whole year. You've been traveling. You've been putting in the work effort the whole year. I'm sorry. Like Goldust. What's Goldust done all year? He randomly comes up on a Monday Night Raw to challenge John Cena. Like, what? Nuh-uh. That doesn't work for me, people. So, I would have on Night 1 of WrestleMania, I would have Asuka versus Charlotte, also on Night 1 of WrestleMania. To me, because it's going to be the best match between the Raw women. We know the Raw Women's Champion and Nia Jax, which is rumored to take place right now at WrestleMania. I think Asuka and Charlotte could steal the show on Night 1 of WrestleMania. Even though AJ, and I have AJ Nakamura, and I have Cena versus Taker also on Night 1, I think Charlotte and Asuka could steal Night 1. So I put Charlotte versus Asuka also on Night 1 of WrestleMania. Now continue on to Night 1 of WrestleMania. I'd have The Miz, Rollins, Balor. You guys can already see, guys, I'm having all these great wrestling matches on Night 1. That way, because we know what Night 2 is going to turn out to be. But I'm having Finn Balor, and I'm having Seth Rollins, and I'm having The Miz also on Night 1. And now I've heard this rumor about Braun Strowman and Elias also being added to this Miz, Balor, Rollins match. You see my case being pointed right here, while it should be a 2-day event. Like, what does Strowman and what does Elias have to do with Finn Balor, Rollins, and The Miz right now? What do they have to do? Absolutely nothing. So I'm having Rollins, Balor, and The Miz also being on night 1 of WrestleMania. Now, since we just spoke of Braun Strowman, what would I do with Braun Strowman? I would not put him in the Andre Moore Battle Royal. I think, again, Braun's been one of the guys who's busted his butt. You can say from part of since last year, Fastlane last year, with his match with Roman Reigns to Circle Point this whole year. He's worked his butt off the whole year. And I think, to me, Braun deserves to have more of a marquee match at WrestleMania. So I'm putting Braun Strowman up against this guy for the Raw #1 contender match, which I think Braun should be in it. That works best for me with him and Braun. Him going up against the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. If Samoa Joe is ready to go right now, and I haven't heard any rumors about Samoa Joe if he's been ready or not, if he's not ready to go, but he's been out since, 2 or 3 weeks before the Royal Rumble. I think he has been out since then. But if it's me, I'm putting Samoa Joe up against Braun Strowman in a #1 contenders match on night 1 of WrestleMania. To me, that works best for Braun Strowman. It also would work best for Samoa Joe if he's ready to go. It's a match that I think everybody wants to see, Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe. I think that would go freaking great right now with my card right now, night 1 of Braun, Samoa Joe, The Miz, Balor, and Rollins so far, Asuka versus Charlotte, Cena versus Taker, and your main event right now of Nakamura versus AJ. I mean, come on, guys. As of right now, night 1 is must-see. You would not want to miss night 1 of WrestleMania. Now, to cap off night 1 of WrestleMania, I'd put the Usos up against the Bludgeon Brothers. Now, I know people, they love the New Day. New Day's okay with me. I'm not going to say I don't hate the New Day, but if you follow Xavier Woods on his gaming channel, they're freaking amazing. But I would have the Usos go up against the Bludgeon Brothers. Again, not everybody needs to be on WrestleMania. So I put the Usos up against the Bludgeon Brothers. I believe the Usos, they deserve this, man. I mean, for them not to be on any WrestleMania card whatsoever is, you can say it's a crime, shame, but since the Usos have been who they transformed to be since they've been on SmackDown, they've been amazing. So I'm putting the Usos up against the Bludgeon Brothers on night 1 of WrestleMania. So my card for night 1 of WrestleMania is finalized. Again, it's going to be, the main event would be AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Cena versus Taker is your co-main event. Asuka versus Charlotte is also on there for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe for the Raw #1 contendership. And then also the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Those are my 5 matches for night 1 of WrestleMania. Now, if you go to see night 1 of WrestleMania, which the card I just gave you, why would you not go to night 2 of WrestleMania? You know what I'm saying? Why would you not go to night 2 of WrestleMania? Now, as for night 2 of WrestleMania. Oh, actually, I forgot. I left off one match. You can start the show with the freaking Andre the Moore Battle Royal. I'd put everybody else, your Elias, your Rusev, or who else you could say, the New Day, or everybody else that I'm not putting on the show right now. They're not going to be in my main card right now. You can put them in the Battle Royal. And I'd have it come down to Rusev versus Elias Sampson. Now, tell me now the crowd would not go freaking crazy. You have your Walk with Elias, Rusev Day. Walk with Elias, Rusev Day. Come on. The crowd would be freaking off the chain. That would open my card. So that'll be my 6 matches. So it'll be Andre the Giant Moore Battle Royal, AJ versus Nakamura, Cena versus Taker, Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe for the #1 contendership, Asuka versus Charlotte, and then the IC title, Miz versus Balor versus Rollins. That's my night 1 of WrestleMania. Now, for night 2 of WrestleMania, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to do the best I can do. This is just me booking what I think WWE is going to do. So you see I've not added no out of the whatever matches. The only match I've added that's going to be out of the world, you could say, is Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe, because we don't know, is Samoa Joe ready to go? So that's the only match I have given you right now that is possibly might not happen, but it's what I would do with Braun Strowman. Now, night 2 of WrestleMania, of course, will be headlined by the big dog, Roman Reigns. It'll be Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe, of course, which is going to be the main event of WrestleMania, barring any injuries. It's going to be the main event. And then my co-main event for night 2 WrestleMania, which will be your Triple H and Stephanie versus Kurt and Ronda Rousey. Now, on this show here, I'm going to give you guys what I'm going to give you. I do with Bayley and Sasha. Now, the rumor is right now, I don't know if this is official, but WWE is talking about having a Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal take place at WrestleMania. So, I mean, if that's going to happen, Bayley and Sasha will not be in it. Now, my take right now on the Bayley-Sasha storyline, I don't know what they're going to do with these women. Are they going to actually wrestle on the show, or are they going to be in this Battle Royal? Now, if it's me personally, Bayley versus Sasha would be for the Raw Women's Championship. I stated in many of my videos, I would have had Bayley win the Elimination Chamber match, and the promo that the Raw Women's Champion cut after the Elimination Chamber, I would have had Bayley cut the beginning promo, and then Sasha, and you saw Sasha sitting there on the steps. I would have had Sasha get up and just right into Bayley. Turn heel right there. You go ahead and have your Bayley-Sasha match start from right there. But as we've been seeing on Raw, you saw this week, you saw Bayley not shake Sasha's hand. So we don't know if they're going to turn Bayley heel or they're going to turn Sasha heel. Honestly, I'm turning Sasha heel. I mean, of course. Bayley, I don't know how our merchandise sales have been lately, but I'm assuming it's still, probably among the women's wrestler, probably right now behind Asuka and Ronda Rousey as right now. So I think she's probably still doing good. So I would turn Sasha heel. I'd have Sasha and Bayley go head-to-head in a last women standing match. I think that would work best for the both of them because, again, you saw from NXT, I think they could freaking have a great last woman standing match. Why would they not be able to have a good last woman standing match? So I have Bayley versus Sasha on night 2 of WrestleMania be a last woman standing match. I think they could kill it. We've seen Sasha take some crazy bumps on Raw and also on pay-per-views with her diving through the ropes, almost freaking breaking her neck. And then I think Bayley and Sasha could do freaking fantastic on night 2 of WrestleMania. So I have Bayley versus Sasha, last woman standing match. Now, as for this women's Moolah Battle Royal, if it's going to take place, you get your Lana, you get your Becky Lynch, you get your Naomi, you get your Mickie James, you get your Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, you get your Ruby Riott, your Liv Morgan, some NXT wrestlers if you want to, whatever. Have them all be in this Battle Royal. Now, again, I'm having Battle Royals have some meaning to it. Don't just be on there just to be on there. So I'll have whoever's in the match. You can have, even add Carmella. Even Carmella's the women's Money in Bank champion right now. I'll have the winner of the Battle Royal get a number contendership at the next pay-per-view, which would be Backlash. Either if you're a Raw superstar or if you're a SmackDown superstar. If you win the Battle Royal, you get a number contendership. That's what I would do for the Moolah Battle Royal if it does take place at WrestleMania. Now, we need to get into the Raw Tag Team Championships. As of right now, the Bar have no opponent for WrestleMania. I know this storyline's been going as of now on Raw that they're having pretty much to say it's an open challenge as of right now because they've beaten the Revival. They've beaten Rhino and Slater. They've beaten the Club. They have beaten Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil. They've beaten Rollins and whoever his tag team partner's been. They've beaten all these people. So, I know probably, if you guys don't follow the Young Bucks on social media, even the Young Bucks is putting their names out there saying, oh, we could take you on a WrestleMania, but we know Young Bucks are not coming to Raw. We know that's not happening. We know Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy are not happening because Matt Hardy's challenged Bray Wyatt for the Ultimate Deletion match right now at WrestleMania. So we know that match isn't, again, the Hardy's not going to face the Bar at WrestleMania. Now, to me, I know the dirt sheets have said it's going to be a tag team that has not been together, or it's not people who have not been a tag team before. To me, that makes no sense. If it's me booking the Bar, I'm either having the Bar face the Authors of Pain or War Machine, which is just signed to WWE, or you could put them up against, dang it, man, Sanity. I think Sanity, but I don't want to bring Sanity up as of right now. If it was me, I want them to come up after Raw. But you got 3 options. You either have Sanity, you have War Machine, or you have AOP. To me, if it's freaking AOP and the Bar, they could that'd be a hard hitting match that would be must see. So if it's me, I'm putting the bar up against the AOP at WrestleMania for the Raw Women Tag Team. Now, I think I almost covered everything. I'm missing a couple matches. The Raw Women's Champion against Nia Jax. Again, if it's me, it would have been Bayley versus Sasha in this situation, but Raw Women's Championship, I think, whatever. You know what I think of it so far, I really don't care. Now, that leaves us down to Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy. Ultimate Deletion match, that would also take place on night 2 of WrestleMania. I think I've touched all the potential matches. I don't think I've missed anybody. I think I've covered everybody that's going to be on WrestleMania and potentially what I would do. I think I've covered everybody. If I missed anybody below, guys, let me know if I missed anybody or anything that might happen at WrestleMania. I think I covered it all. Again, guys, to refresh in your memory, Raw, again, sorry, guys, I know I missed a couple of matches. I missed also Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, which, again, they wasted our whole year with Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon billboards. So I was thinking, can Daniel Bryan come back and wrestle? Are they going to pair Daniel Bryan with Shane McMahon to go up against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? But we clearly see on SmackDown again, they have not, Shane and Daniel Bryan have not done that for the past couple of weeks. They've not just been focusing on Sami versus Kevin Owens. So totally forgot to add Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I actually would add those guys onto night 1 of WrestleMania because I think they can have it again. Night 1, you can see night 1 is totally the wrestling side of the show. Night 2 is totally the entertainment or the what Vince wants on night 2. So I'm adding Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to night 1. And I also forgot to add Bobby Roode. He is the U.S. champion as of right now. And you know, every year at WrestleMania, you need your 6-person ladder match. So they've had that the past couple years. So I'm adding Bobby Roode will be defending his U.S. championship on night 2 of WrestleMania. I would have Bobby Roode defended against Randy Orton. It would be also himself. It would be Dolph Ziggler, which this is so stupid. This is why I don't know why they brought back Dolph Ziggler if he was going to be pretty much just being the same person he was in the same spot he's going to be right now. I guess that 1.5 million, you couldn't turn that down, could you, Dolph Ziggler? So I'd also add Dolph Ziggler in the ladder match. I also would add Ty Dillinger. I think Ty Dillinger, again, a person who's being not used on SmackDown. Use him, people. He can freaking wrestle. If not, send him back to NXT. So add Ty Dillinger. That would be right now 4 people. I also add the make-believe modern-day Maharaja, as Paul Heyman calls him. I'll have Jinder Mahal, so that's your 5th person. You're missing 1 person. I know I already said Rusev would be in the Andre the More Battle Royal, but I'm thinking, should I put Rusev in there or should I not put Rusev in there? But you need 1 more person. And if the New Day is not going to be going up against the Usos, which I have the New Day not going up against the Usos, I have the Bludgeon Brothers up against the Usos, add Kofi Kingston. He's good in ladder matches. Add Kofi Kingston. So that's your 6 people. So I had to add this back in, guys, into the video. I forgot those 2 matches. So again, your 6-person ladder match, U.S. title, also will be on night 2 of Mania. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn on to night 1 of WrestleMania. On Monday, Tuesday, SmackDown. Wednesday, first day of Access. Thursday, second day of Access at night, Hall of Fame. Friday, NXT TakeOver. Saturday, night 1 of WrestleMania. Sunday, night 2 of WrestleMania. We got it. Night 2 of WrestleMania on Sunday. And then Monday, Raw after WrestleMania, which you can start new feuds. Everything has been done. And then Tuesday, you have your SmackDown after WrestleMania too. So, I've covered everything in this video, guys. Let me know down below in the comment section if you think anything you would change, or you would change any matches to either be on night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania. And also let me know down below, would you like to see this idea emulated if you were Vince McMahon? Would you think this should happen? Which, I mean, to me, everybody, guys, 7 hours is way too long for a WrestleMania. Honest opinion, guy. I mean, even with the state in this video, last year for WrestleMania 33, I didn't watch. I've had the pre-show on, but I did not watch anything until probably your first match, and I tuned in and then dipped out, chat with the family, then watched the second pre-show match. I mean, to me, I like the traditional old days. Mania, 7 to 11. I mean, the reason why Mania is taking so long, you have all these performances. For example, I'm taking all that out. Besides your national anthem, you're starting at each show, besides that, taking out any performances. I mean, these are just way too long. I mean, we're not coming to Mania to see performances. Besides the fireworks, the matches, and then the huge glamorous set, we're not there to watch any freaking Pitbull perform. We can watch Pitbull on freaking YouTube perform, okay? I'm taking all that out. So don't forget to like the video, guys. Comment down below anything you would change for WrestleMania. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, I will be doing a top 10 list, my top 10 WrestleMania matches. I'll be doing that. I'll be starting that. Tomorrow, I will start with number 10. So I'll start with number 10 and also get you guys some reaction videos uploaded on the channel for tomorrow. Have a safe day, guys.